D, wait for it, Lightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So it's here, guys, the final episode of Batwoman, hopefully forever, because this was the season finale, hopefully series finale. And I have to just say, this show has been awful, just straight up awful. And this episode, the creators of the show, they put out they put out a tweet because I'm blocked by them. I had to, there was an article or whatnot. And they put out this tweet where somebody was all like, no updates on if you've been renewed. And I couldn't see their response because they blocked me because they're weak bitches over there at the writer's room at Batwoman. Because I made a joke and they can't handle it. They can't handle criticism either because they're untalented. And so they said, none of CW shows have been renewed yet. We are all waiting and focusing on ending our season strong. And let me just say right now, they failed. They did not understand the assignment because this this episode was freaking awful. Like, it was just awful. And it's like when you're on the crapper and you're taking a dump and you finish it and then you just flush it, and they just flushed this crap down the toilet because it was no good. It was no good. There was, the ending was so uneventful, and it was just ridiculous in every sense of the word, like no good whatsoever. I mean, they botched the possibility of a good, like, this season. I said it at the beginning, maybe not on the first episode, but I said they had a solid idea with this, taking all of Batman's villains like toys and then giving it to a new generation. So they had like a 2.0 version. And I thought that was a solid idea. It wasn't like, the most, original idea, but it was solid. They could have done something with it. And, like I said, they failed completely because this season sucked. They dropped that ball. They went full on with the poison ivy thing, which wasn't a bad idea either. But then they failed at that too, because that storyline was garbage. And this show also fails to just like, I don't know, man. It just fails at like trying to do something that's good overall. Like, it's just bad, man. I'll tell you what, like, I tell you, it's just bad. Ryan Wilder's not a good character either. Like, it's just, they had so much potential with, Ruby Rose quitting, or she quit with the slash. They told her to leave. She tried to create a fraud because she injured herself, and then she tried to say she got injured on the set and everything. It's a long story and everything, but anyways, she left the show, and they wanted to create a black Batwoman, and you're like, okay, fine, let's do this and everything. And then they did, but then they just went, they stuck their heels into stereotypes, and then they tried to course correct, and it just sucks. The show sucks. It's bad. If this gets a season 4, A, I'll be surprised. B, you're gonna see this beautiful. Does this wig make me look fat? You're gonna see this because me wearing this crap is the most interesting part about this show. This show is garbage. And I had a third point there. If it gets a 4th season, it's just gonna be more bad writing. I mean, like, these people are failing upwards. The showrunners are getting near another probably crappy show. I hear rumors about that show, that Gotham Knights show. That's gonna be garbage too. I'll cover that. But yeah, no, I just didn't like this episode or this season or this show all around. Season 1 sucked, season 2 sucked, and season 3 sucked. They all sucked. Yeah, 3 strikes, you're out. Goodbye. That's what they should do with every show, like Netflix. All right. So that's what I got there. That little rant right there. I'm gonna break this sucker down, but before I do, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we always get shoved to the back of the line. So I please ask that you like, share, and subscribe. And I thank you in advance. My neighbor can see me right now. She can see me right now. You know, now I don't know what I'm going to do now that this show is gone. Maybe I'll just wear this around my office, like when I'm cleaning it up, so she can see. She's so staring at me right now. All right, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to do this. Embarrassing. Anyways, all right. All right, so it starts off with we're back at the carnival, and you know, this abandoned carnival, which why is it abandoned? These things move along. I don't, it's like whatever. Gotham's got abandoned carnivals and circus and stuff. I don't know. Anyways, and Marcus is going through here, and he goes to the House of Mirrors, and he's remembering the Joker getting on his bus, and the Joker told him. And he's all like going through the mirrors, and he's moving these mirrors aside, and the Joker like whispered in his ear as a little boy, and he opens it up, and he's like, "You weren't wrong, funny man," and everything. And the Joker told him where his bomb/acid bombs to. Sorry, it's early, and I needed this to charge myself up for this nonsense. The Joker told the child, which of course he would, because he's the Joker. I get it now. Okay, so he told him, this kid, where his acid bombs were behind all these mirrors in the House of Mirrors, because it's going to blow up half the city, and the other half is going to be so scarred that it's going to look like him or whatever kind of thing. Whatever. It's a stupid plan, but, you know, the Joker and reasons. So then we go over to Arkham Asylum. I do like this building. I'm pretty sure this is a real building. It's very cool, very like Gothic, whatever that's called. Anyways. And Mary walks in looking like a total hooker with her leather pants and her, you know, to one side hair. Should I do that? I don't know how to do that with this wig. Anyways, okay. So Alice is trying to electrocute her brain with a socket wrench and some power cords. And she's like, "Why isn't it working?" I know why it's not working, because you're stupid. That's why. Blondes, am I right? They always have more fun. she look at her eyes and we're I want Alan. She's like, "I want Alice out of my head." What? That's another thing with this show. They're trying to make Alice a good guy. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants Alice as a good guy. Stop making your bad guys sympathetic, and you want them as good guys. Just make them bad. Just make them bad. That's what people want. They want their bad guys bad. They don't want sympathetic bad guys. Why does everybody want to do this all of a sudden? Sorry, this is making my ear itch. So she's all like, "I got this." I found the look at her. I got this pamphlet for you of this place that helps deal with family and psychological trauma. And she's like, "I don't want that. I want the buzzer." I got screen grabs of Alice here. It's so stupid. This is the dumbest show. Look at her. She's like, "Help me." All right. So then these fools, the council is stupid, is sitting here talking about how they need to find Marquise, because he messed up the bat cave or whatever, and yada yada. And Mary comes in, she's like, "We need to give the buzzer to Alice." And they're like, "Why would he give the buzzer to Alice?" And then she's all like, "You know, when I stopped being Poison Ivy, you guys said that I would have a voice and I would be heard. Well, this is me using my voice, and I need to be heard." And I'm all like, "I don't care. I'm not giving it to Alice. I wouldn't give it to Marquise either. I would just throw that crap in the river and be like, you know what? Not my problem anymore. Bye, Gotham." Like, so she's like, give it to her, Alice and everything. And the Marquise comes over the everybody's phone, okay? And he's all like, "Hey, it's your boy Marquise Jet." And he's all like, "Oh, this is the worst iteration of Joker, like the worst iteration. I did a ranking. I should redo a ranking. You know what? The Batman came out. I should do that. And Anyways, yeah, go see the Batman. Don't watch Batwoman anymore. You can't watch Batwoman anymore because it's done. Yes. And he's like, all right, Gothamites, you guys need to get outside, because if you're outside at this time, this made my nose itch. I'm going to reveal the identity of Batwoman. Everybody's like, I don't care. Why would I go outside for that when I can just, it'll be on the internet like 2 seconds later. That's why I'm all like, as soon as he did this, I'd be all like, why would I stand outside all day for this when Twitter will be abuzz with who Batwoman is 5 seconds after this happens. And look, oh no, it's gonna give my identity. So it's like, and then this stupid reporter's all like, where Joker is gonna give away the Batwoman identity. And then Jada comes in and she's all like, do you know where he is? And they're like, well, we lost the Batman stuff. And she's like, oh, well, I'll get my people on the Jada Jet servers, and we'll find him and everything. Tell me what do you need? Tech, money, whatever, I got it. And she's where was I at the beginning of the show, huh? So then and she's like, where's Ryan? And they're like, oh, she went to do an errand. What errand? Where? And Mary's being all retarded and everything, and they're being so dumb. Anybody can see past this stupid thing, and it's bad acting all around here. Like this kid's the only one that I think is pretty decent of an actor on this show now. The rest of them are like mediocre at best. They got rid of that chick that played Montoya, and she was doing a good. Like she was trying with the material they gave her. She was trying her hardest, and that crap was stupid. But she was doing a good job. The rest of them are like, I mean, the Jada Jet's doing all right. What's her name? I can't remember off the top of my head. She's doing all right, but she's, they're all limited, very limited. Like TV is their place. You know what I'm saying? So Ryan goes over to Arkham and she's talking to Alice. She's like, why do you deserve the buzzer and everything? And Alice is all like, because I was, I'm the victim. And you're all like, are you though? Like, that's the thing. Everybody's like, I deserve it. I have information. So she brings in all the servers and she gives him this thing that for like one of the college or something like that. I can't remember exactly what she says, but he's like, this makes the Batcave tech look like a hamster wheel. And I'm all like, what is going on here? These writers are stupid. They're so dumb. Maybe they were smart by blocking me on Twitter, because it's bad. It's bad. They deserve to get fired. Anyways, so she's all like, I don't deserve the buzzer. That's what you want to hear? I don't deserve it, but I know a tiny little bit of information and everything. And then and she's all like, she says like Joker told him when he was younger where his acid bombs were to destroy the city, his big plan. And Marquise knows where they're at, and he's got the tech and everything to do it. And they're trying to pinpoint him, and they can't because he's flying, but they're like, it's not the Wayne jet because it's moving too slow. And she's all like, and they're all like, well, what is it? And he's like, he goes, it's the Bat Blimp. And then I didn't get a blimp. It's the Bat Blimp. What? What? It's the Bat Blimp. It's so stupid. And this lady, oh, look at that. It's so cool and everything. And he's looking out on the city. Oh, there it is. There's the Bat Blimp. And they've got 2 hours and everything. And he's spray painted it. The Bat Blimp. What? What's going on? Like, blimps are in Batman sometimes, in Gotham and stuff, but Batman doesn't have his own blimp. Why would he need that? That's so big and gaudy. Like, no, he's one man. He doesn't need a whole blimp. It's so stupid. But he had to. What's his face had to get his toxins out there in his bomb. Couldn't do it in a plane because you can't fight on a plane because that's what's coming up. So they get back there and they're all like, we need to save the day. And she's like, oh, go talk to Jada. And she's all like, I didn't tell you about the buzzer because I knew you'd be mad. And she's like, what do you need right now? She's like, I need a mom. And I'm all like, what? This is so weird. I can't remember what else she says. She's like, you lied to me and everything. And I was like, yeah, well, because she's a liar. Ryan Wilder's a bad character. She's not a good person. She's not a good person at all. She doesn't care about anybody but herself. This whole I need a family BS is just, script. I remember now. Because it showed this guy on the phone. So they come up with this great scheme. Okay. They need to tap in to all the phones to get people inside. So they're going to use a Batman villain tool from his little rogues gallery, thing. And because they're like Mad Hatter, there's got to be something that can convince people to go inside. Don't worry, you'll figure out what it is in just a second. And so, but they need to get the satellites to tap into all the phones that Marquise tapped into and the TVs and stuff. As soon as they do that, there's got to be a thing. So, she's like, I got an idea. We'll fire him as the CEO of Wayne Enterprises. What? So they call him up and he's like, hello? Here, hold on. Hello? You're going to fire me? What? You're my what? You're going to fire me? Like, that's as good as acting it was. And then so he turns on the TV and this chick's all like, they've hired Ryan Wilder back as the CEO of Wayne Enterprises. Like, what's going on here? And he shoots the TV, of course, and everything. He's all like, it's going to be a good time on the hot town tonight and everything. So Mary goes back to the Batcave and he's like, you need to tap into the whatever. She goes, Sophie, who's, you're only here for muff diving. She goes in to get the bat tool. Mary's all like, tapping. He's like, I miss this. And she's like, yeah, me too. And I'm like, oh yeah, you lovebirds never got together because, the writing staff sucks. So she goes in here and she finds something and she brings it out and she's like, how about the Penguin's umbrella? And I'm like, okay, whatever. And he's like, that's perfect. So Ryan, she comes up, which she doesn't even look like she doesn't even look like she's using the bat thing, like with gravity and shit. She looks like she's flying down into it. But yeah, she's like, I've landed. I'm like, yeah, okay. So then the blimp comes around. She's all like, I need to get lower and everything. And so everybody's like prepared and everything. And so they tap into it, like the electronics or whatever. And this guy's all like, what are you doing? And he's all like, I can't, it's being controlled somewhere else. So he shoots him and shoots the controls. And then Batwoman, she batarangs up there. She gets up there and she's like, I'm going to cut the wire. And then Sophie's like, don't cut the wire. Because if you cut the wire, there's backup triggers. It'll just explode. And she's all like, they send everybody inside with the umbrella because they tap into the phones and everything. And they're like, go inside and everything. And it's working. And Marquis shows up and he's all like, you wanted a family, sis? I never wanted a little. This is why I didn't want a little sister. They always ruin everything. And I'm all like, what is going on here? Why do you guys keep mentioning brother, sister, mom, family and everything? This show is like, ugh. It's so stupid. Anyways, and then I'm pretty sure she's all like, all I wanted was a big brother or whatever. And they start fighting over the parachute. Here we go. That's the word I'm looking for, which I don't understand why. I thought she had the bat thing where she could just glide down, but maybe they didn't have the budget for that effect. So they start fighting and she starts punching him and she's like, I want my brother back. I want my brother back. Give him to me. Give me my brother back. And he's like, I'm sorry. And for a second, I thought they were going to be like, she beat the Marquise back into him, which she didn't, which thank God, because I'd have been like, the show couldn't get any dumber. And so he's like, I'm sorry that you believed we could be a family. And then he pushes her out the window. He's like, ha, 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 ha. And I'm all like, and she uses her batarang and gets him, pulls him, and she hugs him, and then she pulls the parachute, and they land on a roof, and she's all like, when all this is done, you're taking me out on a date. She's like, yeah, I'll take you out on a date. Although we've already slept together, so what's the point of romancing you? And then Batwing gets up here. Oh, this is my favorite part, you guys. This is my favorite part, okay? So he gets up there, and he's like, the controls are shot. There's no way we're going to be able to do this because they want to steer it towards the river. So to explode over the river or the river or the lake or the ocean or whatever. Okay. Oh, this is so good, you guys. I'm loving it. Okay. So he decides, he decides that he's going to put his AI into the blimp's computer, and that'll fix it in time so they can steer it away from the civilians. So he's like, and Mary's like, but you'll lose your dad. And I just want to be like, bitch, you know his dad's dead, right? Like, stop pretending like this computer is his dad. It's not his dad. And then she wakes up and Marquise pushes her over the building, but he goes too, and he's all like, what's it gonna be, sis? Are you gonna let me fall? Are you gonna go with me? You're gonna sacrifice yourself for your brother? She's like, I'm not letting you go. And then Alice pops up and she's like, see, I called it, you guys. I told you this was gonna happen. So, and this is where Mary, sorry, I gotta spread this chapstick out and everything. She's like, Mary, you don't need this buzzer, okay, to fix you. You can fix you. And I'm all like, of course they're gonna do this shit. So then she helps him up, and then they buzz him, and she's all like, don't think that this is I like you or whatever. I don't know. So he hooks up his AI, and they can't get it to the ocean, but they can get it to a part of the city where there's less people. Okay. And he's like, Papa. It's like, Dad, you always believed in me, and I love you. And the computer's all like, I loved you too, son. Oh my God. He's all like, I love you, Dad. And he's talking all that. He's talking to this chip right here. I love you, Dad. And it stands, I love you too, boy, my boy. What is going on? It's the dumbest thing. And then and then it blows up, and they're like, oh, Batwing, are you okay? And he lands in front of this little boy, and this little boy is like, I'm looking for my mom and everything. Now, I thought what would be a good idea, because it exploded and it's like raining right now, it would have been cool if this kid turned into a villain, like he's a little boy and he turned into like the next Joker. But you're going to see what they did, and it's not good. But he's like, it's going to be okay, kid. It's going to be okay. And then they're back at the hospital, and Mary's like, we won't know anything until he wakes up. And she's like, thank you, daughter. We're going to be a family now. We're going to be a family of 3. And she's like, how do you feel? He's like Marquise, like your big brother. Hey, sis. Hey, little sis. And I'm like, what? This does not deserve a season 4. And then she's like, are you serious? And she pulls up this letter, and it says, off to find myself. See you on the flip side. And this is it's the brochure that she gave her earlier about trauma. She's like, you do you, Beth. And then Beth's all headed out. And then these two she's all like, now we're going to reclaim this space. This space is for POCs only. This is our space. This is a POC space, an LGBT PCO space. She's like, what is up with this TV screen? We're going to covering up my stained glass and everything. And she's all like, no, I meant, what are we going to do about us? And she's like, well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to kiss. And then we are going to deflower this place. You know what I'm saying? And then Mary and them walk in. She's like, I got champagne. Did we interrupt something? I feel like we're going to do this all the time and everything. And they're like, oh, you will. And she's like, first things first, we're going to get rid of this baseball. And we're going to put these pearls back because, they mean something to me. And then they put it back. She's like, we're going to fix it. We're going to fight this city and everything. She's like, oh, I thought we were going to drink right now. I'll just bring the bottle with me and everything. She's like, let's go to work. And I'm all like, no, you're all out of work. You're all out of work. If this gets a season 4, I'll do a video on that. But I'm going to do a season 3 review. So after they open up the Batcave and get to work, we go to that part of the city that got exploded over, which is obvious. The you can see right here, it's the carousel part and stuff, and then the what's that, the merry-go-round thing? I don't know. It doesn't matter. And then we got this stupid reporter with her stupid face. She's all like, "We're in the radioactive part of the city now, where the air sucks." So I'm wearing this hazmat suit like it's COVID's, and what's that? What's that? Oh God. Oh God. And then there's a skeleton foot right here, which is a big skeleton foot. And then you see this walking zombie-like creature with a skeleton leg and a skeleton hand. What is going on here? What is that supposed to be? Whatever it is, if it's from the comic books, I don't know what it is. And if it's new, it's stupid. This show is so dumb. It's so dumb. And then that was the episode. That was the series finale, you guys. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers. I don't think if this, like I said, if this gets a season 4, I will do a video on that, talking about how bad it's going to be and what the fact that they're not going to have any good ideas and what they should do. I have ideas of what this show could do to turn it around. They won't listen because they're so far up their own asses that they just I swear to God, these people in this writer's room, they're just like, they're like, oh my God, what if her brother becomes the new Joker? And they're like, oh my God, Sally, you are awesome. How does he become the Joker? Okay, I've got a great idea. What if when he's younger, the Joker buzzes his head and that turns him into the new Joker? Oh my God, Sally gets it, you guys. Sally gets it. Genius, Sally. Genius. That's what they do in this writer's room. They just sit there and they praise each other over mediocre ideas, and then they praise each other over mediocre writing, and then we're supposed to praise it at home. And I say, don't do it. Don't do it. I will also be doing a season 3 review. That might take me a little bit more time because I have to rewatch all these episodes. I know, feel bad for me, but I'm going to do the thing where I just like, I hit the fast forward button a lot, like, because it's no good. Okay. So that was the series finale, God willing, from my lips to God's ears. And it wasn't good, you guys. It was underwhelming. It was not strong. What'd that tweet say? It said they wanted focusing on ending our season strong. That wasn't strong. That wasn't strong at all. Grant Gustin signed a deal to do the Flash. There's definitely gonna be another Flash for sure. This show is just garbage. It's just pure garbage. I didn't like it. I don't understand how anybody could like this show. I really don't. I'm not dissing on you if you do like it. I you like what you like, but and good for you if you like it. I just can't. I can't like it. It's just bad. It's just bad. Like I sit like this the whole time, like, oh, when is this gonna get any type of good? And like I said, they had a solid idea, and they just foo-fooed it away and everything. All right, you guys, there will be one more video with this luscious lit wig, and this bat cowl, and then we're gonna wrap it up. It's not bittersweet at all. It's more like sweet. It's just all sweet. That I won't have to do this crap anymore. I'm not gonna lie. It's fun because I get a chuckle out of this crap. But other than that, it's just a little painful. Maybe I do want it to come back so I can continue this nonsense. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I like drag. Who knows? All right, you guys, that is my video. Tell me, what did you guys think about this series finale? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What was your favorite part? Or did you have a favorite part? Who is your least favorite character on this show? What if they do a season 4? What are your ideas? What do you think they could do? Yeah, go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys, not the same bat time, not the same bat place. You guys have a good day. Bye.